Hi guys, how's it? Welcome trick to my Afrikaans speaking followers. Welcome back to another video. I want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers. The reaction video to the Springboks victory over the All Blacks at Twickenham has been very, very positive. Even the negative reactions, some of you guys, I know it's been a bit, I think some of you guys took a jab at me and then realized, okay, yeah, this guy rolls with it. And I gained a little bit of respect. So I do, like I said, I appreciate the banter no matter what, positive, negative, whatever. I know this is kind of a unique thing with an American talking about the game of rugby union and a passionate fan. Obviously, I've got my 2019 kit on. I've got the Bucky hat on, so you guys know who I already back 100%. I just really do appreciate all the feedback I've gotten, all the new fans, Pierre Visser and East Rand, Gauteng, Johannesburg, Rugby Mal up in Pretoria, man, making big moves, power moves, the big super fan up there in Pretoria. And any old fans returning, talking about like Josh McDonald in Durban, over there in KZN, working the night shift like he always does. Do always appreciate it. Austin from Bach Memes in Cape Town. Just everyone in the Springbok community and the rugby community throughout the world who's ever shared or liked or anything I do, I really do greatly appreciate every single thing that you guys do. Like I said, you guys are the reason I keep doing this, and I really appreciate the feedback and the support I get from every single fan, no matter whether you're the insidious Kiwi down there in Aotearoa or you're in Canada or wherever. I appreciate all the fan support. So yes, as you saw the title of the video, man, an American predicts the Rugby World Cup. This is only going to be the pool round. We'll do the pool round this week. Probably next week before the first game, I'll do the quarterfinal, semifinal, third place, and champion game. And this is a very unique World Cup. I don't think I can recall a time where we've had such mismatched polls. There's always a poll of death. 2007, we were in it with England, the returning champions, Tonga, Samoa, and the United States. Remember it well. And this one, it's like two really strong pools and then two pools where you're just kind of like, I don't know about that. So we'll go ahead and get it underway. Like I said, I hope any of you guys, my picks, whatever you have to say about them, cool. If you think I'm an idiot, let me know. Some of these are just, I just have a feeling, a hunch, if you want to call it that. So we're going to go ahead and start out with Pool D. Pool D will consist of England, former host Japan, Argentina, Los Pumas with Michael Chica, a renewed Samoan side, and first-timers, Chile, Los Condores of Chile. We will go ahead, and I will go ahead and make my prediction that I think Argentina wins this pool with ease. The second place spot, as much as I think they're hurt, I think it's either going to come down to either England or Japan in that second spot, or possibly Samoa. Lima Sapuanga has joined the Samoan side. He is a former All Black, former Highlander, won a Super Rugby championship, decided he didn't get a lot of playing time with the All Blacks because, unfortunately, at the time of this, he was backing up the back-to-back World Rugby Player of the Year, Beauden Barrett. So it was not a lot of time for him in the black jersey, and it is a renewed Samoan side. I have no bones about picking Argentina, despite the one win on the Rugby Championship over Australia. I think Michael Chica. I think guys like Julian Montoya, Pablo Matera, Gonzalez, the 8 man that they have there, and a man that I think is one of the most deadliest boots in all of rugby, the winger Emiliano Boffelli. Not to discount, veterans like Imhoff or, the incoming Moroni, both who had brothers playing for the Jackals this year. But I will pick Argentina to win the pool with ease. And I'm still on the fence about England or Samoa or Japan. Now, I think the wooden spoon, unfortunately, will go to Los Condores de Chile, led by former Jackal hooker Augusto Bohm, first Chilean rugby player. I think he's the only Chilean rugby player I've ever met. They qualified by knocking out the United States in what was probably one of the wettest, nastiest games in history. I mean, the power even went out at one point. Kind of a nod to my brothers and sisters in the Republic of South Africa dealing with load shedding. And they ended up getting the victory over the Eagles. And they are, it's their first Rugby World Cup. They're happy to be in a pool with Argentina, who they would love to beat one day, just like anybody else in South America. But I think they go with the wooden spoon and don't get a single win. So not 100%, but I'm going to go ahead and say Argentina, and I'm going to say Samoa. So you guys can talk all the cock you want about me in the comments. Then we're going to go to Pool C, another extremely questionable and even arguably, do I say, weak pool. We've got Wales, or Australia, the Wallabies, the winless under Eddie Jones Wallabies, Fiji, who just pulled off a historic defeat of England, Georgia, and making their return once again to a Rugby World Cup. I believe this is their second or third trip, and that would be Portugal. Wooden spoon, I'm going to go and hand it to Portugal. I don't think they get a single win. I just don't see it yet. I have gone out on a limb. I'm not the best at Super Brew. I'm even going to go against a couple of my picks doing this, but I actually picked Georgia to beat Australia by 3. I know you guys are going to light me up in the comments for that one. I think more so I want that to happen just to hear Eddie Jones's response to it, because he's going to just be livid in the post-game conference. I have got Fiji actually winning this pool and making the quarterfinal with ease. And I believe the second place team will probably be Wales. I don't think Australia gets out of the pool. I think they come in third, Georgia, and then Portugal. I'm going to skip over Pool B because obviously I have the most vested interest in that, and we'll do that one dead last. And I am going to go to Pool A. Pool A will consist of the host France with New Zealand, Italy, Uruguay, and Namibia. Favelchius? I'm going to get it right one day. I do have Llewellyn in Namibia who does follow me. I will get the name right one day, I promise you. But I'm going to go ahead and hand the wooden spoon to Namibia. They have yet to get a victory, and I don't think it's going to change in this tournament. Uruguay famously beat Fiji in the last Rugby World Cup. It was kind of a big upset for them. Italy, I think Italy can beat Uruguay and Namibia, but they're not beating France or New Zealand. And as much as I want to pick France to beat the All Blacks, I want to go ahead and apologize if I do have any French followers at the massacre that's about to take place on your opening game. I know you're the host. You're one of the favorites to win it. And the reason I'm apologizing is because of the absolute killing we did of those All Blacks at Twickenham. It'll have been, at that point, I guess, a fortnight, which is 2 weeks. We don't use that word too much here in America. But I think after that, they're going to come out onto that pitch angry and pissed off. And I think it's going to give them, you don't have the best record. I don't think you've beaten them once in the last couple of years. So I think New Zealand does win this pool. I think they run the table. No Sergio Parisi this time with Italy to scream about the canceled game. It was unfortunate in 2019 with the typhoon and whatnot. But I think New Zealand and France easily advance out of this pool into the quarterfinal. Now we go to the pool that I have the most vested interest in, obviously, with the Republic of South Africa, number 1 ranked Ireland, Scotland, Tonga, and Romania. I'm going to go ahead and hand the wooden spoon to Romania. I just don't think they can beat any team in this. I think they're going to get beat every single game they play. Tonga, I probably would have given them a little bit more had Israel Folau. I know he's a bit of a controversial figure in the rugby world. If you want my opinion on it, we'll pause for a second. Do you want my opinion on Israel Folau? Do I agree with what he said and what he did on his social media post? No, I don't agree with anything that he said. Do I agree that he deserved to be sacked? Well, if you have rules with your employer and you violate those rules, guess what? You deserve to be sacked. So there's my 2 cents on that. Okay. Regardless of what he said, do I agree with it? No. But do I think it was a problem that he got fired for it? Well, if it was against the policies of rugby, Australian rugby, yes, he did deserve to get sacked for it. Now, with that being said, Israel Folau did qualify for Tonga based on background. He is Tongan of Tongan blood. Unfortunately, he did get injured in the lead-up games to this, so he did not make the 33-man squad for Kalitahi, the Mighty Sea Eagles. You guys know my love of that team, but they've got some really good names. They've got Mola on there, barring suspension. Malachi Fekitoa, the Rugby World Cup winner in 2015 with the All Blacks, that stacked All Blacks 2015 team at center. Fekitoa still has it. He's still 100%. He's still buff, in shape, and still can hurt you. I think this is a team that's going to turn a few heads. Do I think they have a chance to be? I think the Scotland game is going to be very interesting with Tonga. I do think they beat Romania with ease, personally. And then you get Scotland in it. And Scotland, as a lot of us South African fans, we like to joke about how that's the SAU 20 squad. Pierre Schoeman and company, all those guys that come from places like Durban, Scotland, and Johannesburg, Scotland, and Pretoria, Scotland, and Stellenbosch, Scotland, and Cape Town, Scotland. There's a lot of, towns in Scotland with the same name as South African towns, I guess. No, all jokes aside, a great, solid team. I think our first game in the pool is against them. I think it's going to be a great game, but I do see them finishing in third in the pool. That's just my personal opinion. Then we get to Ireland. Andy Farrell, the father of the biggest puss in all of rugby. I don't like Owen Farrell. I can't stand him. I can't stand his face. I can't stand his style. I just don't like Owen Farrell. And Andy, you might have a bit of respect, but your kid's a sack of shit. I'm not a fan of your son at all. Personal differences aside, let's look at some of these guys on there. They've got Aki. Is that even an Irish surname? Bundy Aki. Is he from Dunkirk or? And then you got like this guy James Lowe. You got Mac Hansen. You got these guys that are from some really, really weird Irish backgrounds on this team, and I just don't get it. Yes, these guys are all imports brought in. They qualified either by residency or by background to play for Ireland, and I can talk crap all I want. It is a solid team. Johnny Sexton is still able to do it, even gray-haired. He is still absolutely deadly with the boot. They are #1 ranked for a reason. They went down to New Zealand and absolutely spanked the All Blacks. They're the only team with a winning record over the All Blacks. They got a 5-2 record in the last 7 against the All Blacks. They're going to be tough. That's good. And we've got a short turnaround. We play Romania and 5 days later. We don't even get a 7-day off. I think it's like 6 or 5 days later. We've got to play Ireland. Now, granted, we'll probably rest a lot of our guys for the Romania game for obvious reasons, but they're going to be tough. That's going to be the game that determines a lot, I think. I do think with the question marks that we have on our side, obviously we have found an absolute gem in Caden Moody, Kurtley Arenza, Manny Libok finally had a 100% kicking game against a team that's heavily favored to win this World Cup in the All Blacks, and I think we can do it. I think we can run the pool and win the pool outright, with Ireland coming in second, Scotland third, Tonga fourth, and then Romania fifth. So that leaves us to the quarterfinals, which I will talk about in the next video that I do. But you guys, let me know what you think about my picks. I know, like, some of you guys are going to get in there and just be like, you're absolutely stupid, blah, blah, blah. Cool. If that's what you think, let me know what you think. That's why I do these videos. That's why I enjoy the banter. A lot of guys, they care about views. And I mean, that's cool for me, but I really judge a video by the comment section. Like, what kind of conversations are being had in the comment section. And I enjoy reading. If I don't respond to your comment, you at least get a heart from me and a thumbs up, regardless of what the comment is, unless it's just absolute cack and I don't even respond to you. But for the most part, I always enjoy the banter that I get in the comment section. And that's why I do videos like this, just because it's like, man, the conversations that can be had. We are less than a week away from this thing kicking off, ladies and gentlemen, and I am absolutely excited. This is going to be an amazing tournament, and even more excited that in 8 years, it's going to be in my backyard. That's what really excites me at the end of the day. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Tell me where you think I'm wrong. Maybe you have some ideas, and we'll get even more conversation later in the week. I would like to go ahead and announce I am going to be starting a new podcast with a follower in East Rand, Johannesburg, Gauteng, South Africa. I'll definitely be putting the link up for that soon. It's going to be an audio-only podcast. It's probably not going to be on YouTube more than likely, but it's just going to be some rugby, but everything kind of outside of rugby that I'm into, music, art, movies, that kind of stuff. My personal interests, honestly, I'm a big history buff, that kind of thing. But until next time, guys, I hope wherever you're at in the world, it's not 40 plus bloody degrees like it is here. Cheers, guys.